Hey friends, welcome back to the Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Welcome to the yarn room. I'm working in here today. I thought I would organize my crochet hooks. They've gotten kind of scattered about the different places. And so I have this sugar mold. This is an old sugar mold. After you watch this video, you can Google that and it will be a bunny trail after bunny trail, and you can find out about sugar molds. And so sometimes you can find these at flea markets and such. And so I had found one time, and we've used it for lots of different things. Let's see. At one time I had it on my dining table and had candles in each hole. At one time my son Elijah had it in his room and had ink pens and stuff in it and paintbrushes and all that. And then whenever he moved out, he didn't want it and it was just sitting to the side. And I said, "Do you not want this?" And he said, "No." And I was like, I could put crochet hooks in that. And so it became my crochet hook holder. So that's what I'm doing today, is I'm just sorting through here, and I'm just going to organize my crochet hooks. I have some in cups in random places around here, and I just need to get them all together, like all the ones like this all together. And then I'll show you when I get finished. I know you can't see exactly what I'm doing, but I can't hold it up and do it at the same time. So what's going on with you today? What have you got going on? I've had a rough morning. I'm just going to say things have not gone well for me today. And so my goal today is to stay out of jail. Okay? My goal today is to stay out of jail, and the only way I can do that is if I come in my yarn room. I did close the door, but the cats opened it. But to come in my yarn room and to focus on something else. That's how I'm staying out of jail today. I have crochet hooks stuck in some little containers like this that came from the Dollar Tree. They usually have these at like back to school time. They'll have these of different sizes, and so I always have a few of these floating around the house, because when I see them I'll pick up 2 or 3. I may need 2 or 3, or may not need 2 or 3. I have my dots crochet hooks in this container here. That didn't sound good, did it? It wasn't good. It wasn't good. And the day I've already had. Take some deep breaths. I don't know if you're supposed to breathe in from the nose and out the mouth or what, but I just need to take deep breaths. On the side of my cart here, I had one of those magnetic cups, and I knocked it off with my chair, and it was full of crochet hooks, and I just knocked it off, and they went everywhere on the floor. I have some of my finger hooks. I love my finger hooks. Thank you to everyone who did send me a finger hook. I have a lot of good sizes of that I can work with. And then I have my clovers, and on my clovers I often put, well, I do put these little tube things. I do not know what you call them. They do come from Amazon. It comes in long tubes. You can cut them the size that you want and put them on stuff to help me hold my things. I don't know what you call those things, but they are on Amazon. I know that. And then I have my my crochet hooks that Tina made me. And they are a good size to hold also. I can hold those in crochet. And she made me several different sizes, and these are really nice. I love those. Uh-oh, I have one broke. I love those. So I have 6 different sizes here, and I think I have one that's got yellow on it. It might be in my crochet bag. I was thinking I might have another one of those in my crochet bag. Now, what did I drop on the floor? Oh. So, I paused the video for a second, and I picked up my hooks, all the ones that I could see. It sounded like a lot more fail than that, but that's what I found. I found, you know, what I found. Anyway. And when I was picking up my hooks, I was in a position, like this room is very, very tiny. It's not even a 10 by 10, okay? So it's a small room. And I was in the position where I could reach with this hand, but this hand's not going to pick up stuff. And so I had to move things and rearrange so I could get in a position where I could pick up with this hand. I had that to happen the other night. Sissy had got behind my computer and unplugged it. And so it would not even turn on. So I was mad because I need my computer on. And that's what I do when I'm sitting there crocheting. You know, I have my computer on and I find something to watch. And, you know, it keeps me busy and entertained and all that. And so I could not even turn my computer on or anything. So I was a little upset. So I called my son Elijah and I was talking to him because I talk to him at night when he works. He works 4 nights a week, some 12-hour shifts. And so I talked to him during that time. And I told him that my computer screen wouldn't come on. My computer just would not come on. And I said, I think Sissy unplugged a cord, and I had a cord hanging down. I said, do you remember if this cord was hanging down? And he said, no, it wasn't. Because I do have, it was 2 cords hanging there. And one of them I know is there for if I want to switch from my, what do you call it, the Fire Stick. If I want to switch it back over to my internet, I can. And so I knew he had told me that. And he said, no, there's only one that should be hanging down. And so I got the flashlight and got to the back of it. And he was having me take pictures of different things. And, you know, I was taking some pictures like, I don't know. I was taking some pictures, you know, like this. And then he said, okay, turn your camera around facing you and hold it down and take a picture going up from that bottom there. And so I did that. And he said, okay, that's where it goes. And and so the way my computer is at my desk, I was at the position where this is the hand to reach back there to do stuff. But I couldn't grab that cord and hold it and plug it in. And so I needed to do it with this hand. So I was like backwards. This is my life, okay? So I was backwards getting the cord and trying to plug it in like this. I mean, this is the position I was in. And I was telling him that I'm having to do this backwards so I can do it with my left hand because my right hand's no good. And the way my computer sits and my desk and all that kind of stuff. And then it's a wall. And so, or shelf actually there. And so, yeah, I couldn't I was having to do it like this and plug into something right here. Say if this orange was it, I was having to do it like this, but I'm standing backwards, like my back is facing my desk, and I'm doing it. Otherwise, if I could use this hand, I'd have been like this doing it, right? And it was just, he was like, what? Why are you doing it like that? And I'm like, I don't have a choice. That's the way I have to do it. And he was like, just turn around. I'm like, well, if I turn around, then this hand is over here and I can't get it up in there because I don't have it wasn't a big space. So he didn't understand what I was trying to explain to him, but I did get it plugged in. I said, okay, well, I see where it's supposed to go. So your dad will be getting up for a potty, to go to the potty in just a little bit, because he goes, 15 times a night. I said, he'll be getting up to go potty, and I'll get him to plug it in when he gets up. But then I just kept messing with it, and finally I got it up in there. I said, I got it. So same thing when I was picking these hooks up. I was in a natural position that I could bend down and pick up with this hand, but I had to turn my body almost backwards to get this hand down there. And yeah, that's just part of it. Sometimes you just have to make adjustments and do things differently. It's not fun, but what am I gonna do? I do like these hooks right here. They came from Hobby Lobby. How many of these do I have? 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of them that I can see right off the bat. And so I do like these hooks. Now, if you bought these hooks and you didn't like them because of the stickiness of the silicone handles, I have a video for that, how to clean crochet handles, and it will tell you all about cleaning those. And so these are all smooth. They are not sticky, not one bit. And I hadn't done that in a long time, probably since I made that video. But every now and then, if one starts feeling a little bit sticky, I'll go ahead and just do them all. Give them a good cleaning and powder them and all that kind of stuff. You have to watch the video to know what I'm talking about. But those are, they're really good hooks. I do like them. And I know some people like them, but they don't like the stickiness. But there is a solution to that. Okay, so I'm just looking here to see what hooks I have. This is the cup thing that was on side of my, still got the sticker on it from Jot. Jot, you rock. I say that when I'm walking through. When I'm in Dollar Tree and I see something by Jot, I say, Jot, you rock. Because they... Y'all should just come on and go shopping with me one day. We'll have fun. But they do rock. They have, at school, at times, when school's starting back, they have awesome school supplies. Got my sticker off. Hey, is somebody in there? Hello? Oh, hey, Zeke. How are you? Yeah, but I'll turn it off. I didn't know you had come in. So, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. That was my little buddy, Zeke. If you don't know, he's 14 years old, and he lives on a road over from me, next road over. And he comes down to visit with me and hang out. When he was little, maybe about like 6, I had him in a co-op class. And so I've just had him since then. I didn't even know they lived close by me until later on. I was actually hosting a mom's night out at my house. And his mom texted me and said, you live on Budsmith Road? And I was like, yeah. And she said, that's right by my house. I was like, really? So they walk down and visit and hang out and stuff, you know, quite often. And so over the years, Zeke he's my buddy. He comes down and does stuff for me sometimes. And I mean, I pay him. Sometimes I don't ask him to do stuff because I can't pay him. I usually pay him like $20, $25, just according to what the job is and how much, you know, how long it's going to take him and stuff like that. And some days I'm just like, some days I'm just like, okay, well, I done paid him like $50 this week. He can't come back. Anyway, he's a good kid, and I love just talking with him and spending time with him. He's great. So, as I was sitting here talking to you all, out of the corner of my eye, I'm in my yarn room. One door is two doors like this. One door is completely shut, and the other door is open just a little bit. I had it shut, and the cats had opened it, and it's just open a little bit. And so I'm sitting here talking to you guys, and out of the corner of my eye, looked like some legs went by. And so I was talking to you, and I was thinking as I was talking to you guys, like, was that legs? Did somebody just walk by? And so, you know, I said that, and Zeke came back, and it was Zeke. So, yeah. Anyway. Anyway, it was my buddy Zeke. Okay, so I am organizing my, kind of organizing my desk, plus my cart over here, and just, you know, I'll show you at the end once I get it done, organizing my hooks and different things that I have going on here. So I don't even know what all is in this, but I need to figure out. I have cups. I like coffee cups. I often have lots of coffee cups, as you can see, and I'll just put crochet hooks in them, or ink pens and things like that. So I have some at my, I gotta bend over. Oh, it hurts my tube. I have a feeding tube right here. And so it hurts when I bend over. And I don't have anything right here to help me reach it, so I'm just going to have to bend over and do it. I made it. I made it, guys. Still alive, still alive. Okay, so I am in this box right here. I put my I put on my clover hooks right here in this section. In this section, I put some of my really large hooks. Like this one is a really large hook, and this is it's an 8. But these are all like some that came from Michael's, I believe, and they're just really large hooks. And so I put all those right there. This one is just an 8, maybe a Susan Bates or something that you might would buy at Walmart. And I put this grip on it that someone had sent me. Not sure where you get that, where that came from, but someone had sent me this grip, and I put it on that hook so that I can use it, because it's big enough for me to hold. Oh. And in doing all this, I lost my breath there for a minute. In doing all this, I need to find my, some stitch markers. I know I have some, but I also, just need to come in here and, you know, organize and get them out. So, I'm going to put all these hooks put all these in my sugar cone section there. And then I have some wooden hooks and these two big plastic hooks. That pink one came from Amazon and the blue one actually came from Hobby Lobby before I learned to crochet. Before I ever learned to crochet, I was in Hobby Lobby and they had these clearance down to just a few cents. And so I bought the ones that they had to give as gifts to someone, two different ones. And then I kept one of each. And I finally learned to crochet. And so I can use those. One of them is a 5mm and one is a 7mm. Alright, so in this cup I have, I don't know, where this little plastic, it probably came in one of those little kits, right? Yeah, probably so. And it's flamingo scissors. Now my son Dakota, he collects scissors like these. And so, anytime I see the pelican ones in different colors or, you know, pretty ones or whatever, he collects those. And so I always am collecting different little scissors for him. And if I end up with two of them, I give him one, I keep one. So in this cup, I'm just putting some random hooks. And then I know one of the kids must have did this, like Zeke or one of his siblings, but there is a needle and it has a crochet, a stitch marker on the end clipped to it. Now I know I did not do that, so I'm assuming Zeke or one of his siblings did that. Too funny. I love those kids. And then I have another cup over here that looks to have like ink pens and crochet hooks. Now this is one of the first crochet hooks that someone made me to fit my hand. So isn't that interesting? And so I did crochet with this back in the day. I had a place here for my thumb, but I can't crochet with that and hold my thumb there anymore because I don't have anything to you know, hold on, a way to hold on, so I had to put my thumb under it. But back in the day, I did crochet with this. It was one of my very first crochet hooks. And, yeah. That's a sweet memory. And I'll always keep this and right here in this cup. I'll always keep that. Okay, so Zeke's mom, she actually at Homeschool Co-op, she teaches a crochet class. Now, Homeschool Co-op, they have lots of different classes. There's lots of academic classes, but there's also a ton of enrichment classes and such like that too. And so she teaches a crochet class, and she had 5 or 6, no, 6 or 7 students, and she thinks that she told me that 2 sisters moved, so they're not coming back. They have co-op in the fall and up to the winter, and then they have winter break, and then they'll start back in the spring in February. And so they're actually starting back. They usually start back around like Valentine's Day, but they're starting back a little bit early this year just because of the way the calendar is, because they need to be finished by a certain date before graduation and stuff. And so she said they're starting back this next week, actually. So I am fixing, so she's ended up, let me say that, she's ended up with 5 kids that's coming back for the spring, that she's pretty sure it's going to be at least 5 kids. So I am fixing all them bags with some yarn. I'm going to put some cotton yarn, some full weight yarn, some bulky yarn, just so that they have different yarn choices. And I'm fixing them little baggies of needles, such as, you know, I mean, I have tons of needles of different sizes, but not certainly this one, but different needles and some stitch markers and things like that. And so I got to get that to her this weekend because she's getting up, you know, going Monday. So I need to get all those to her so she can take them to her class. Here's my cup. It says, my son Dakota had made me this. Llama Mama Kayla. But it's back when I had a few more fingers. So since then, well, let's see. This hand's the same. But this hand, I lost that pinky and that middle finger. So I don't have those fingers anymore. I just have the thumb. And then on this one, I have the pinky and the thumb. So my son Dakota had made me that several years ago. He had made me one, and he had made an owl one for Terry. Hey, Terry. At Yarn Joy podcast. He did an owl for her. Terry has always been very special to me. When I first started crocheting, or I came onto the scene and was watching crochet videos, she is one of the first ones that I did find. And I've just always continued to watch her. She is so sweet, and she's very dear to my heart. I just instantly felt a connection with Terry, and I just always, you know, watch Terry's videos. Okay, so I've got things situated. Like I have different cups going on here, different hooks. These are the macaron cup, and I had ordered this one in a 4 because I was trying to get down to be able to use a 4, and so I had ordered that one in a 4. At one time, this one is a J, so it's a 6. And this one right here is an H, so it's a 5. And so, you know, different times I might have would have ordered a crochet hook. This one is Llama inspired. So I've had that one quite a few years. And also this one, I don't know, that was the first one, the Llama one. And then later on, I ordered this strawberry shortcake inspired one. And like I said, it is an H. And then this one is a 4. I like it too. I want to be able to use it, but I gotta get my hands working in a way that I can. Okay, so what all did I put into my sugar cone mold? I have some flower hooks, my dots. I do like my dots. I have those Hobby Lobby ones right here. These plastic ones, I do like these. I just can't read what they say on them. So I do like these. And then there's one in here from Michaels that is a... See, I can't read anything that it might say on it. It says it right here, but not in a color. It's just the same color on there. I can't read it, but it came from Michaels. It might start with a P. And then I have some plastic clovers and those Hobby Lobby plastic ones with the swirly pretty handles. Someone sent me these right here that are very cute. And I can slip these handles on those, and then I'm able to use these. And I probably had, I think I pulled it off. I had one of those that did have a handle on it, but I pulled it off and put it over here. But sometimes, you know, whatever size I'm going to use, I will do that. And then I have my wooden handles that came from Hobby Lobby. I have all the sizes of those, except Zeke just took one because he's going to try something for me on it. So he took one. And then I have these mermaid ones. I call them my mermaid hooks. So if I make a mermaid, I use that hook. So there's my sugar mold. And so I'm going to put that back up here on my desk. Let me see if I can pick it up. I don't know if I can. Oh, it almost spilled on. Okay, put that back over there. Over here, let's see what I got going on. A piece of junk that I ordered and didn't work. Let me put that in this drawer down here so I don't keep looking at that piece of junk. Wait, is that some stitch markers? No. Interesting. I don't know what else in there. Here's some pins, needles, stitch markers, different things like that. And here's a cup that I had made that I used to poke needles in. Sassy? Something's going on. Here's a couple of my handles that I put on hooks. I guess they could stay in here. A pair of scissors that could actually go in a cup up here on my desk. Because earlier I was looking for some scissors and I was like, I know I got some. Okay, I have a lot of stitch markers. But I need either, and so here, I knew I had some and I was going to come in here and find them. These really big ones, those work for me. And so that's why I came in here, was to find those. And then I have a little tape measure in here. And there is a bee, because right over here, I don't think you can see it, somewhere right here, is a bee mobile that I made one time. And I have a video on it, so you can search that on my channel. Did you know you could search channels and find different things? There's a little magnifying glass somewhere on my front screen. If you click on my name and go to that, and then you can search, you know, bee mobile, and it'll come up. Anyway, Sissy pulled the bee off of it. There's like three hanging, so it's supposed to be one more, I believe. Sissy pulled it off. So on these hooks, I mean stitch markers, I need these big ones. Those little tiny are either the ones that are kind of jagged, and I had some of those and I don't know what happened to them. I have a couple at my desk that I'm using, and then most of them must be like in projects somewhere. But if I have multiple projects going on, the few that I have, but like these are too hard for my hands to open and close. By the time I'm getting that opened or closed, my little pinky is hurting so bad that I'm just about to scream. So those don't really work for me. But anyway, what else is down here? I have a blue one of this too that must be at my desk in the parlor, but oh no, it's down here. I have a blue one. My son Elijah had made those handles for me, so I have a pink one and a blue one, and those are Susan bait hooks, and so I do like to use those. I think about my son as I'm using them. Are y'all sentimental like that? I'm very sentimental. Here are some other hooks, and I have a few of those just loops, like the @ sign. But they fall off my project before I get back to where I need to be, and then I'm lost count because I don't know where they're supposed to go. But these, they will not stay on my project. They just fall off. Okay, so in here I see I have several big ones. I don't see any of those little jaggedy. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I had some of those stitch markers that are they're like these. They're not quite as big as this, but they're not small as those others. But the plastic that comes around is kind of jaggedy. I don't know. Maybe I'm not using the right word. Alright, I need to get this put together here. Oh, there's another. Oh, an ink pen. I bought this at Hobby Lobby when I lost my first finger back in 2013. Would you believe this still works? It is a finger. And so, yeah, back then, when I'd go to the hospital, I always kept this in my purse. And when I'd go to the hospital and I'd have to sign papers, I'd pull out my finger. Because, you know, I'm crazy like that. Ugh. Okay. This can go down on the bottom. And let me just arrange my little cups over here so I can kind of keep up what's going on. This one can go on the second. It just has like ink pens and stuff like that in there. And this one goes. And then I have a place to put my Yarn Jeanie. It goes in my, and I do have a review on this, and there's even a link to order this in all my videos description box. I believe there's a link to order a Yarn Jeanie, but I do have some reviews and videos on those, so that's good. Let me put my little cup over there that holds some needles and such for me. These two hooks can go right there. Sissy? Let's see, is anything in this? Nope. Little, I think I had stitch markers in that at one time, but I'll put it right here. And my V can go over here. And then I have another cup that some hooks should go in. And I have this that can go on the side. But when I turn my chair or get too close to that, I do knock this off. So I'm going to show you my cart in just a second. I'm just trying to, you know, get things cleaned up and put back in here. These are going to my desk in the parlor. Alright guys, well I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I'm going to do a little video clip showing my desk and my cart here with my hooks. So I'll do that right here. Okay, so here is my cart that sits next to my desk in here in my yarn room. So on the bottom I have just some random things, and then just hooks and needles and stitch markers and things like that that I need. And up at the top, I have my Yarn Genie and different hooks that I just organized. And then my desk, that's my sewing machine right there. And then on my desk, I have some cups and my crochet hooks in that sugar mold. And then over here, just a yarn bowl that has receipts in it. Another llama cup, Sean, I call it Sean the sheep. It's different layers that hold stitch markers and such. And then there is this trophy. Now, if you go to my channel and search chicken, just search chicken, and you will find a little 1-minute video about that trophy. And it's all for laughs, okay? And then I have my stitch markers that I'm taking to the parlor with me. So that's my desk. And thanks for hanging out with me today while I was organizing my hooks and just going through and cleaning up. I'm going to be back in this yarn room because I need to clean up behind me. And I have things organized pretty well. Like I know where certain yarns are, but I just need to organize a little bit more. And yeah, I like my little yarn room. It's very insulated with yarn. And it's just a fun place to hang out. So I will see you all in the next video, friends. Again, thank you for hanging out with me today. I forgot to ask you guys, what is your favorite crochet hook? You can tell me in the description, in the comment section below. But thanks for hanging out with me today in the yarn room, and I will see you all in the next video. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet or enjoy anything else that brings you happiness. Bye.